Hey, what is up, everybody? This is your boy AJTRIP. Welcome to the Big Brother Weekend Review. This will be the last one of the season, and I have made my decision. There will be a rapid reaction to the Big Brother season after the season finale happens on Wednesday, October 28th. So make sure you are here Wednesday, October 28th, right after after we find out who's the winner of Big Brother. We will be here. We will review the season. We will review the finale. We will do everything. We will talk about the season, and we will just enjoy and embark on what was season Big Brother 22. But that being said, we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna talk about what happened this past week. You know, Tyler and Christmas were up for eviction. They evicted Tyler, as they probably should have, and here we are now. Um, going to the HOH competition. We have Cody sitting out, and we have Memphis and Enzo and Nicole and Christmas. And well, listen, Nicole won, and it looks like that Christmas should have won, but Nicole beat her, and so we got to give Nicole credit. She finally won something at the end. I don't think that should really put her on the. I really don't think that should put her like in the running for winning. I really don't. I don't think she, again, she doesn't deserve to win. I don't think, I think you have to win stuff and you have to, do things. That one move of lying to Devon about the vote. That's, that doesn't make you a game player. It doesn't. So, and she thinks, yeah, she has a really high opinion of herself. Um, and while confidence is also good, you also need to be like, realistic. You know, like like she was, you know, upset that Janelle was the bombshell. How come she wasn't the bombshell? Nicole, you are a very attractive woman. You have a very a wonderful future husband at home. Be happy you have that. Okay? Be happy with that. Janelle, she always has been and she always will be the bombshell of Big Brother. Listen, I don't think even though I don't have her in my top 10 like attractive women of Big Brother, I actually think I should probably go back and fix that because I think she does need to be in the top 10. Yeah, you see her after all these years, and some things have changed, but she's still gorgeous. She's still sexy. It's but that's just as much as she was in season 6 and season 7. So yeah, whatever. Um. Anyway, um. But yeah, it's she won her first head household of the season, and she decided to put up Christmas and Memphis with their attempt to vote out Memphis, and that that is on in real life. That's not in real life, but again, that's probably a good idea. You probably want to do Memphis because Memphis has won more than Christmas, even though Christmas is she likes to compete. Memphis has won more, so and if Christmas wins, she's not going after you. She's going after the two guys. She's going to put up Cody and Enzo. Um, but I think Cody and Enzo they kind of had the right idea. You know, she doesn't have a final two with. Cody doesn't have a final two with Christmas. Cody has a final two with Memphis. So why would you vote out one of your final twos for a woman that you don't have a final two with? Now, I think going into this, I think that it is truly up in the air. And I think that there's a possibility that Christmas could go home tonight. There's a definitely possibility Memphis going home tonight. I'm not sure. As most of you guys know, the last couple of weeks I have kind of backed away from listening to the live feeds, watching the live feeds and listening to the live feeds, for most of the time, because there was no need to, as the strategy pretty for the stuff is pretty much going out, and as we get down, as more and more people leave, it starts to get ridiculous, and it doesn't, and it doesn't get. I don't want to say it doesn't get any exciting, or it doesn't get, it just, it tapers down because there's the people, right? Especially when you have what happened. Yeah, for the most part, the committee ran through everybody. They ran through everybody, and you can might as well say Enzo was a part of the goddamn committee anyway, because he was doing their business and he was doing their work. So when you get down, so once Kevin and David left after triple eviction, they had to go after each other. Tyler took out Danny, but it was basically the committee rolling through, steamrolling everybody, and that's the way that it should be. And I think a lot of people say that doesn't make an exciting season. I disagree. I disagree wholeheartedly with that. It's exciting. It's exciting because you want to see if they can continue it, and then you also want to see if what happens when it gets stopped. And you think about last year when Jessica won the thing after that big fight with everybody in that group, that big fight. Jessica won HOH and she took out Jack and Mickey. She put up Jack and Mickey, and then that turned the entire season around. The entire season around. Um, and that was, and that was kind of exciting. Kind of exciting to see, even though you kind of wanted to see Grateful continue on and and continue to steamroll. It didn't happen. So you can do you can do, say what you want to, and do what you want to, right? But it just didn't happen, unfortunately. The way it happened this season, and I think that's a good thing. I had no problem with that. Once Janelle and Kesa left, I was all for the committee steamrolling. I was all for it because my loyalty only lies to just Janelle and Kesa this season. It only really did. I was really gonna root for them. Like I wanted them to stay longer, especially Kesa. I definitely wanted to have Kesa finally make it to jury. He didn't, and you see why, because Cody, you know, and all of them, they don't see, what we've seen in Kesa. So, you know, that's why you guys got to vote for Kesa for America's Favorite Player. You got to. Janelle, she's wonderful. She's won it twice, right? She's won it twice already. Tyler, hey, understand, Tyler's a good person. You voted for Tyler. Definitely not Devon. There's no reason for. I don't care what has happened. Do not vote for her. Um, she's done nothing in this game. She proved it this season. Nothing to deserve America's Favorite Player, but Kaser has. You want to vote for Kaser because you want to show the people out there. You want to show people like Cody and Danny and everything like that you know that yeah, he is an all star. He's one of the best all stars ever. You know, and even though what he says about him was right, he says about him was right. I'll never forget. He can't. 3 seasons can never always gets out before pre-jury. Always gets out before the jury happens, and it's amazing. But you can also say he gets out before you want to go to the side that he gets out. If we could vote him out before pre-jury because you're scared of me. You're scared of me. You're just scared of what I can do. So, you know. Anyway, there's a lot of things that are, happening down. So she nominates Nicole wins HOH. She nominates Christmas in Memphis for eviction, and they go and play the Vito and his BB Comics, and we talked about earlier. King Kaser, and we had the Bombshell Janelle and a few others, and Danny's one was pretty to the regulators, and the worst alliance in history. Danny Webb. And she deserves it. She deserves it. She she should have. Um, it's amazing. I do think. No, I think we'll talk about this more after the rapid reaction. But I think the fact that she wanted to come in and she wanted to be the she wanted to be the new queen of Big Brother, and it just it's amazing. It's amazing, and I think that you know Janelle put this out there that Danny got what she deserved because she went against all the people that would not have touched her. Went against people that would have touched her. The OGs would not have touched her. Keisha, her, Kaser wouldn't have touched her. Devon and Bailey would not have touched her. Um, so yeah, I mean there was a lot of people that would not have touched her. So, but she went with the alliance, whether it was a pregame alliance or whether it was whatever it was. She went with the Cody alliance. She wanted to work on Cody. So, and yeah, so in a time of the quickness, it was 11 minutes and 11 seconds. Nicole won. She smoked that competition, and she became the power leader. Held all the powers. She did not use the veto. But again, it does seem like there is this underswell from Cody and Enzo to go against her wishes and to vote out Memphis and to vote out Christmas. So to be honest with you, again, as someone who has not looked at the feeds closely as I have been the first, 7, 8 weeks of the game, um, it does seem like that there could be a possibility that they go against her wishes and vote out Christmas tonight. So, and that is one of the reasons why you know the winning head of household at 5 is it's unless you really need to do it, there's absolutely no reason to do it. There's no reason to win the head of house and another household at 5 because you want 4. You want 4. So if you can do 4, if you can make it to 4, you want to win 4 because you're automatically going to play in 3. So that's why 5 to me 5 and um, Twitter user Miss Blogger, she's the one that hit me up onto this game because she's the one I didn't think several years ago. I can't remember who it was, but it was somebody who won the head of household at 5, and she said and she didn't think that was a smart idea for that person to win it because 4 is the one that you want to win, and when you know it, the person who won at 5 was voted out at 4 to lead the final 3. So she was right. So I do think that 5 is really it's not a good one. And again, unless you need to win it, unless it's something that where you're going to be the next one out, or you're going to be at least nominated, right? You know, it's probably something that you probably shouldn't get. And maybe even if you're going to get nominated, right? You know, maybe if it's someone like if you're like Cody, or if you're like Enzo, or if you were like Memphis, and you had not been nominated yet, you know, maybe you want to win it so that you don't get nominated. Maybe you feel something like that, but again, then you can just get nominated at 4. So I'm not sure what the big deal is, but whatever. And now Nicole has a very good chance of leaving next week because unless Cody's not going to win 4, he would be stupid enough to win 4. Because he would have to make a choice. He would have to make a choice between all his final 2s. Nicole is his final 2, Enzo is his final 2, Memphis is his final 2. He would have to make a choice. No reason for Cody to win. If Enzo he's gonna let Enzo Memphis win, or if they keep Memphis. If it's Christmas, if they keep Christmas, he will keep he probably will keep he would probably try to win, you know, unless he can get unless he can give it to Enzo, unless he knows that he can give it to Enzo, and then Enzo will put up Nicole in Christmas. You know, that's just the way to go. But Cody's not winning this next one. Doesn't need to. Yeah, doesn't need to. So that's it's incredible. This is going to be a really wild time as we go through, and the next few weeks. Like I said, we got 2 weeks left for the finale, and it's gonna be interesting to see what happens over those next 2 weeks. Who goes tonight? Who wins the next one? And on and on and on. And who exactly is sitting in the final two? There was a Big Brother recap account, something like that, and they put out there like who would be your ideal winner and things like that. And so I said my ideal winner would be Cody, because he's the one who's played the best game. He's the one that has not he's not been nominated. He has he's won the most competitions, and he's sat down and he has been he's just been incredible gameplay. They played the game for Cody, which is something that I don't even know if Derek had that. You know, I don't even know if Derek had that. Derek controlled the things, right? Derek controlled what wanted to happen, but the players didn't play for Derek. These guys have actually played for Cody. Danny played for Cody. Enzo is playing for Cody. Nicole is playing for Cody. Christmas is played for Cody. They sat back and they have played the game for Cody, which is incredible. So I would like to see that, and obviously I mentioned it earlier. Kaser for America's favorite player has gotta be. It's gotta be Kaser. You gotta have Kaser, as America's favorite player. Anybody else, it makes it season ridiculous. Don't listen to any celebrities. Don't listen to anybody else. You're just gonna vote for Kaser. Kaser, Kaser, Kaser. That's all we're gonna do. All right? Yeah, let's go for it. Okay. So with that being said, for the final Big Brother Weekend review, post your comments down below. Tell me what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think. Was there anything that I missed this week that you think should have been talked about? Maybe Victor, the letter from Victor, or anything like that we saw on television, and Nicole thinking that she should have gotten more stuff in her basket or anything like that. Whatever. Just let me know down in the comment section. Make sure you click the notification bell, because again, Wednesday, October 28th, right after the season finale of Big Brother, we're going to rapid reaction it, baby, and we're going to talk about the season, talk about some of the stuff, where some things could have changed, where some things could not have had, what we would like to have seen different, what we did not have seen different, and probably the biggest question, was this really an all-star season? I'll let you know right now, this wasn't. The people that was on this show was not all-stars. So, but we'll talk about that when the time comes. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is your boy AJTRIP signing off. As always, be good to each other, y'all. Be careful out there. And I am out.